What's up, everyone? This is kind of a different sort of video. One, because I got a webcam. I usually never use webcam. And two, because I usually don't do actual guides. I kind of just fuck with people and tell them to like do stuff like push everything and tell them to stop being a bitch. This one's gonna be a little bit different, all right? I'm actually gonna explain some stuff about the game. I'm going to still keep it simple because I think it's important to keep stuff simple. But we're gonna go through and kind of, as if you were level 0 until you're hitting level 30, what you should be doing to make as much money as possible and to not make mistakes that I've seen other people make. So let's say you just picked up Arena Breakout. It's a free to play game. You have no idea what the hell is going on. So first thing I want you to do is literally just play the game. Don't worry about buying gear, buying weapons, buying anything. I can't tell you how many times I see people come into the game, have their $2 to $3 million to start out with, and they start buying kits. Don't spend any money. This stuff right here, don't spend any of it. I promise you, you'll figure out later why. But just don't spend any of this money. Don't worry about buying coin. You should never buy the shit from the store to how to get more coin. Like, that's silly. Don't ever do that. There's so much money in this game. Don't worry about it. A big thing is also money is not everything in this game. You'll learn that very fast, that the richest people in this game are streamers and campers. Those are the only two people that have hundreds of millions of dollars. If they're not a streamer and they're just like straight up go to demons for stacking with motorcycle helmets, they're gonna be somebody that's camping. I'm telling you, anytime you see somebody with like a 200 mil store loot value, they're gonna be hiding. Always. They're campers. That's just how it is. But I don't want you to be completely broke, so that's why I'm kind of making this video, so you can learn the game faster, get some money, don't make mistakes. All right. So big thing, what you should start off with is just play farm. Level up on farm, do your missions. If you don't know where your missions are, they're up here. Missions, enter the dark zone. Literally just go through, learn the map, and use whatever gear the game gives you. Remember, don't buy stuff. The game's gonna give you stuff. I don't care if you have to go into farm with a knife only. Literally just go in, knife a scav, take their stuff, learn the game, level up. It's that simple. You'll slowly start to build stuff. This game loves to give new players stuff to get them hooked. So just keep the stuff. You don't even have to open the bundles really. Like, for example, the bundles, I have so many bundles that I just don't use. Quick hits, that's great for people to learn the game too. That wasn't a thing before when I started playing, so use your quick hits if you want to. But yeah, just go into farm, get some hours. If you're not level 30 yet, don't even worry about going into like a bunch of other stuff. Another thing, a new thing that you can do that they didn't have before, of course, is secure ops. I did recently make a video on that. I wasn't like a super in-depth video, but it did have some pointers on what you should do to be able to extract more. There are other things you can do, like I didn't put in that video, like you can put your mag in your kit, so you cost less money. And then also jackets and the document cases hold the universal keys in them. Those are only 2 items that hold universal keys that will open any key room on the map. So just remember that. Play as much secure ops as possible, definitely on TV station, because once you start getting into lockdown and forbidden TV station, it's going to be like hell. I'm telling you, like, it's just crazy. Even in lockdown now on TV station, you're gonna be running into tier 6 people like all the time, 24/7. Another huge thing for first time players, do not buy like the elite premium battle pass stuff right away. First, figure out if you actually like the game. If you have played for like, I would say 30 to 50 hours, and then you're like, okay, this game is actually really fun, then buy those things like the big case, the premium or whatever. I think they're like linked together now, so that's cool. They weren't linked together before. Then buy that stuff. But if you don't know if you're gonna play this game a lot yet, don't buy that. And if it takes for you to buy that case to like the game, then it's not worth playing. So just remember that. What I'm talking about is basically in here. It's I don't even know, coin exchange. I don't even think I've been on this page. But elite, this stuff, basic elite privileges, premium elite privileges. I don't even think this is worth it on the side here. I think this is $10 for, you get a lot of course they want you to buy this. This is just like, people don't even buy this. People always buy this. I don't think anybody's ever bought this, but most people are gonna buy this. If you like the game for like 30 to 50 hours and you're gonna play more and you want to keep playing, buy that. It's worth it 100%. But if not, don't buy it. Now, as you continue progressing through the game, if you don't have the expanded storage, your storage might get pretty clogged up. Now, there's ways you can get around that by packing stuff. So things like your bigger chest rigs like this, you can put more stuff in it. So keep it opened in your rig, and then while it's open, just leave stuff in it, and then you can pack it up and then just leave it here. inside of your actual storage. And same with this. So like, let's say I have this here, and then I can, sorry, it's taking forever. I can put this here, and then I can put 2 of those in there, and then this is only taking that much space, but I got like, let's say it's like this. So then I have all this space inside of here. So you're kind of like stacking stuff inside of it. Most people already know this, but if you're brand new to the game, you're not gonna know that. I never have that many storage, so I just don't really have to worry about it. If you want an in-depth guide on how to pack stuff inside of the game, like while you're inside of a raid, like how to stack backpacks on top of each other, and just like basically how to play Tetris inside of this game, a great person to watch is Baked Jake. I think he even made a video about it on how to like stack stuff. I'll try to add it in here to give him a little bit of credit, because I think that's how I learned how to mostly stack stuff, is from him. Other good people to really watch is Sura FPS and Mello. I would say they're like the people I watch for like really high tier gameplay. Just for, they might not be the best at stacking gear, but I don't really care about that. I care about their gameplay and their gun skill, and I would say they're people that you can learn a lot from in the game. And that's another big thing too, just watch people. The more you watch people play this game, the more you're gonna figure out just like little things here and there, peaks that you didn't know before, spots that you didn't know before, little things on how the game works, and like how to move around the map quieter so people don't hear you. Little things, proper gear to buy, all of that. And we'll do a quick breakdown of the maps. So we have only in normals is Valley and Farm. Now, unless you like to play a running simulator, stay away from Valley. Valley is like the most painful map on the planet. Like, you can of course try it, because if you're a new player, try this map out, but Valley is the most boring map ever. You're just gonna run across the map and then die to some dude camping. So don't recommend it. Farm isn't too bad. It's still a bigger map, but it's good for new players to learn. If you're playing normal Farm, just know that there will be fake real players inside of the game. Usually they don't really have much on them, but they're good just to kill. They'll usually be shooting at a scav, like a NPC, for a million years. I mean, they're both NPCs, but they just look like a real player. Sorry, I know they can be kind of confusing. But yeah, play a lot of Farm at the start while you're just leveling up. And then Lockdown. For Lockdown, you have to be worth at least $100,000. That could be good for your quick kits, because your quick kit will be $100,000, and you can just go in and kind of see how it is. So you still have these same two. I would stay away from Farm and Valley, Lockdown, and Forbidden, because it's going to be a thermal camp fest. There's just going to be some dude with a thermal hiding in a bush with a really expensive kit waiting to just shoot you from like halfway across the map. It's boring. It's just boring. Armory is not too bad of a map, but just know that it's very risky. There's a small armory that's very intense. Everybody's gonna fight over that, because that's where all the safes are. So as a new player, if you're a solo, I would stay away from armory until you watch some videos on it, and then if you find more people to play with, then this will be it's a decent map to play. Northridge, brand new map. They just came out with this. It's not a bad map at all. It is kind of a bigger map, so just know you're gonna be playing that whole running simulator thing again, unless you get to the hotel. Hotel is filled with like a million NPCs and has a lot of safes, and that's where all the looted people go. So just know that it's not a bad map though. It's a good place to farm red. TV Station, my personal favorite map. Try some Lockdown on TV Station and see how it feels. It's very fast paced, and honestly just grenade. It's just a grenade field. There's going to be people throwing grenades at each other the entire match. I'm just going to be honest with you. But this is the best place, I think, to earn as much money as possible. For example, when I was first started off in the game, I had around 7 mil. And then whenever I switched to playing Forbidden TV Station, now I usually have like over 40 mil in cash. So it definitely made a difference. I'm not the richest player ever, but it did make a difference in how much money I had and the type of gear I was using. This is a big thing to look at. If you don't know, just scroll down to limited time events. And they'll have different ones. Hopefully they bring small armory back. If you don't know what small armory is, it's just like the smallest version of armory that they first came out with. It's really fun. It's the smallest map in the game, and it's just very fast paced, which is fun. Like 10 to 15 minute matches, and then you're out. Team elimination, I haven't really played that. That's like your team deathmatch stuff. Kind of boring to me, to be honest. Secure ops, that's a great way for people to make money starting off and learn maps, because you're not going to lose your gear. Like I said, again, I made a video about that, so if you're curious, go watch that. I'm not going to explain the entire thing here. Solo ops is pretty cool. I wish they had a different split, kind of how they did Lockdown and Forbidden. I wish there was like a Lockdown versus a Forbidden solo ops, because I feel like I don't like to play solo ops just because I know I have a lower chance of getting good gear rather than playing like Forbidden TV Station. But at the same time, Forbidden TV Station is kind of difficult because you're going up against like 4 stacks super looted player. Now, I'm going to go over stuff that is just really worth the price tag for new players that can help you make a lot of money. So there's certain stuff in this game that is just, it's a lower price tag, but it's well worth your money and it'll help you stay alive at the beginning of matches of learning this game. So for example, like this helmet, you can add stuff to your favorites in here. If you just go to helmets, then you click the little star, and then they'll just always be in your favorites. It'll make it a little bit faster, so you're not digging through all this stuff. This helmet is great just because if you look at the details, you get for $16,000, you're getting a headset with a helmet with a high ricochet chance. That's one of the biggest things you need to understand about helmets in this game is don't look at how much it costs. Look at the ricochet chance. You could have a, let me see, what's a good one? Like this one, $121,000, but it has a low ricochet chance. So yes, the armor class might stop some of those like tier 4 bullets, but if you're facing anything else, you're insta killed. Like if it has any sort of penetration chance, you're just gonna get destroyed. Helmet's decent, but it doesn't come with a headset. And then I would say the best bang for your buck is gonna be this helmet right here. Once you get into the higher tier games where you got some money now, this helmet's not bad, but just know whenever you wear this helmet, you're not gonna be able to hear a thing. You're gonna have no sound the entire game, I promise you. So don't trust your ears. Check every corner. This helmet's not bad, but you will get shot through your face mask sometimes. This helmet also comes with strong headset. It's really strong headset, and then tier 5 with a medium ricochet chance, so it's not too bad. But the best 2 helmets in the game, from my experience, is this blast helmet. Again, your ears are going to be kind of cooked on this. You're not going to be able to hear much. And then, of course, the best is this motorcycle helmet. It's just worth like $1 million, though. And honestly, I don't think moto helmet's worth it because you can wear a motorcycle helmet and one grenade just decimates you. So there's really no point. I'll just go with the blast helmet. And, then if you die, at least you save like 400 grand. Body armor. This one's not too bad. It's a cheap one. Little cheap thing. And then tier 4, this one isn't bad, this one isn't bad. I mean, all the tier 4 armor is not too bad, to be honest with you. Biggest thing for armor is whenever you get into the higher tier games, you're gonna want to have to move around fast a lot. You're gonna be peeking, you're gonna be running, you're gonna be trying to jump away from like 16,000 grenades, like it's an artillery field. It's gonna be insane. So you want to stay away from body armor that looks like this. It looks cool, it's expensive, but I'm telling you, you're going to be the slowest person on planet Earth, and you're just be a walking target. Go for the KN. The KN's really good. Movement speed and ergonomics aren't that bad on it. If you want a cheaper one, this one's good. This one's great for ergonomics and being fast. Just know it's only going to block chest shots, not like small abdomen ones like down here. This one's not too bad either, but I really think the best bang for your buck on armor is honestly this tier 5 armor right here. This tier 5 armor is great. And then if you really want to big boy armor, this one, go for the KN. Martial's not bad either, it's just gonna make you a little bit slower, but it's not too bad. Unarmored chest rigs, these are kind of weird. I would say when you're first starting out playing this game, do not worry about your unarmored chest rig. Go for this one. It gives you pretty good size. Like you're gonna have enough for 4 slots and then 2 up here. That's gonna be enough when you're going to your early farm raids. You're gonna be fine with that. Don't worry about that. But once you get into your bigger tier raids, FA multi is probably the best chest rig there is. It's just for how it is, and that's the one I showed you before. That's in this backpack. This one right here, you get 2 4 slots, which is great because you're always gonna find like people that are wearing like helmets or headsets, or you might find like a record player. Those are good to fit in here, or some of your medical supplies. Armored rigs, I don't really use a lot. I really don't. I don't think it's that worth it. To be real with you, I would stay away from armored chest rigs unless they give you these ones for free. These ones are good for your smaller raids where you're just trying to meet like the barely 300,000 limit for forbidden, or just trying to do a fun lockdown raid or something like that. But don't buy those right away to go into like unranked farm. When you're first starting off in the game, only buy this medium backpack. Do not worry about any of these on the 2nd and 3rd row, or even these. It's not worth it. This medium backpack is gonna fit a lot of stuff, and it's gonna fit whatever you need in there, I promise you. And it's $2,000. You're gonna save a lot of money. There's so many people that'll go in with like expensive backpacks and then die with it, and they just spent $30,000 to die with a backpack. Whenever you get into your high tier rates, most people are gonna wear 926s and field camp backpacks. I'm a weirdo. I never wear those. I sell those every time. I never wear them. So my favorite ones are like the outdoor travel. That's basically it. I usually just rock the outdoor travel backpack. I feel like it's a decent amount. Rush tacks are good too because rush tacks fit into 926s and other backpacks very well. So that's very useful if you're trying to play Tetris inside the game. Headsets, unless you're trying to meet certain limit, like $300,000 limit, never buy the GS2s, always buy the Commanders. Basically the same thing. These I would stay away from. These three right here, I mean, if you just have these and want to throw them on, sure, they're not that good. These lower ones, not that one, definitely not these one. It sounds like TV static in your ear the entire game. This might be a big thing for new players. Stay away from thermals. They're the biggest waste of money on the planet. $2.6 million is not worth. It's not worth it. It's just not. Stay away from that. One thing I didn't take a lot of advantage of whenever I first started playing this game was my man here.
I've heard your combat.
Shut up.
What good things
This
have
man, Deke the Freak. If you call him Deke the Freak, he'll give you some crazy stuff. Earlier this morning, I just checked it and he gave me a what key was it? He gave me General Office key for $200,000. That key is worth like 2 mil. He gave me it for $200,000, and he gave me an editing room key saying worth 200 mil for like 400 to 600,000 the other day. So check this stuff. Same with this helmet. He gave me this helmet for like half off. He gave me this armor for like half off. Not everything in here will be a deal, but a lot of stuff in here will be, and you just got to keep checking it. Like as he goes to reset, the prices will change. So like this one is worth 66 right now. It might be worth like 30, 40 like before, but yeah, just check this. He'll give you like really good ammo and keys on here just randomly, so always check these. Now one of the biggest things in this game is your ammo. The only issue with that is definitely now ammo is insanely expensive. These M61s, they used to be worth like $4,000 to $5,000. Now they're worth like $17,000 each or something crazy. So ammo has gotten so pricey over the last few months, but it's just kind of something you got to deal with, and you got to kind of learn what ammo is really worth it. Some of the super expensive ammo isn't always worth it. Definitely in those earlier raids, don't even worry about it that much. Just use like purple ammo or whatever the game gives you. Basically, don't spend any money on expensive ammo. As far as the gunsmith, like I said before, whenever you're first starting off in this game, stay away from the gunsmith. I had a lot of friends that I started playing this game with, and they were always in the gunsmith making like $200,000 to $300,000 weapons just to die with them at the early stages of the game, and then they were broke, and then they had to make a new account or do whatever they had to do, spend money on coin. Don't do that. Stay away from them. But later down in the line, whenever you have a lot of money, you can start to build weapons. You'll start to learn what weapons are worth it, what weapons are not worth it, and how you can make kind of like budget kits. Stay away from this. It's the best gun in the game, but it's so expensive. Complete assembly, $570,000 for a weapon that you're gonna lose probably the first raid. Don't make those mistakes. Some of the best guns this season are AEK, and the AK-12 is amazing. Use those are really good. My personal favorite is the AR-57. I love this gun up close. This thing just rips people to shreds. Also MCX is amazing this season if you're using the right ammo. SVDS is really good. You're just gonna have to spend a lot on ammo. That's the problem with that gun. M110 trash now. It's overrated. Sucks. You can use M61 in this thing and you're gonna feel like you're shooting a BB gun. You're gonna see weirdos carry around the SJ. Those people are just campers. Stay away from SJ users. SJ users are the type of people to like pick their boogers and eat them, so stay away from them. Shotguns can be really good, but they're so annoying. So the USAS or the S12K, if you put like type 8 rounds in them and shoot people in the legs, they just literally explode. Doesn't matter if they're what armor they're wearing, because you're shooting their legs and that causes flesh damage and they're just gonna explode. That's another point for the ammo, is understanding the penetration versus the flesh damage. So like if I'm using a 7N round, it's to shoot armored people. I know I can shoot them in the armor and it's gonna do some armor damage. But if I'm using a dum-dum round, same armor type, 9x19, you see it does no armor damage, no penetration basically, but 74 base damage. I'm telling you, if you're using an MP5 or an MPX and you shoot a tier 6 guy in the legs a few times with those, they're going to literally die instantly. But the problem is you have to see their legs, and most people are not going to just show you their legs right away unless they're just super close and you catch them off guard. So let's say you're at the 50-hour mark, you've got some money under you, you got 10, 20 mil, whatever the case may be, and you're veering away from, farm. You've learned the game basically, and you want to make some real money now. That's whenever you want to go into Forbidden TV Station. Forbidden TV Station, I think, is the without a doubt best way to make money in this game. You can make the argument, yeah, but there's good safes on Northridge, or there's good safes on Armory. Sure, yeah, that's true. But the thing is you can't only hunt reds in this game. That's one of the biggest mistakes I've seen people make, is just purely hunting reds. There's more money to this game in just reds. So for example, in Forbidden TV Station, what you want to focus on is the scavs rounds that they're carrying. So if you see a scav with a MDR, a SCAR, FAL, M110, or VSS, or any sort of like AK, you want to take the rounds. Now, if you see a scav with an MPX, don't even worry about it. Don't even loot a scav with an MPX. You can get rows upon rows of A1s and BPs and M80s from these scavs on the ground. I don't have a lot because I sell them so much. I've made more money in rounds than I have in red, guaranteed. In the past few days selling BPs, I've probably made 3 to 4 mil. 120 of these. This is cheap. This is really cheap right now, actually. But 120 of these right now are selling for 200 grand. Usually, the other day they were selling for 240,000. So, and that's just 120 rounds. So basically, what you want to do is go into TV Station Tier 4. This is if you're a solo. Just specify. Go in Tier 4, something like this. You can even put your bag in your kit. I recommend putting your bag in your kit at the start of the game, just so you're smaller. There's a lot of times if you're like trying to sneak around, somebody might be able to see you from an angle just because of your backpack. So it just makes you a little bit smaller. Whenever you just at the point where you need the backpack, of course, just throw it on in game and you'll be fine. If you need it for the loot value, of course, put it on, and then whenever you get in the game, you can put it in your chest rig, or just keep it on. It doesn't make that big of a difference. You want to make sure you're just a little over 300 grand. Be as close to 300 grand as possible. Go into Forbidden TV Station, learn the pacing of the map, and learn the spawns also, because I'm telling you, Forbidden TV Station is a grenade paradise. So try to just sneak around, loot, and put stuff in your big case. At this point, if you like the game, you got the big case, and you can fit, stacks of rounds in your bag. Just go around killing scavs. If you find a key or, a record player, whatever, put it in here. And then even if you die, you will have gotten like $600,000 to $700,000 that raid. You just made profit because you came in worth like 300 grand from some random stuff in your thing. You just made like 700 grand. So that's like $200,000 to $300,000 profit. If you're a solo in Forbidden TV Station, I recommend it avoiding fights, just because most of the time you're going to get into a fight, it's going to be with a guy that's worth probably like 1.5 mil. He's going to be looted out of his mind, and he's probably going to kill you instantly. Even if you shoot him a million times, you might not kill him. Now, if you're trying to kill looted players, the main thing you're going to kill them with is, wait, I think I already have them on. 1 second. Is these GHOs. The reason why I like GHOs so much is because they do splash damage. So you don't have to land them on them. Things like Mark IIs are amazing for doing like frag damage and do bleeding damage and everything. But the problem is they have to be directly like on them. It can't be like around a wall or anything like that. But with a GHO, if somebody's on the side of a wall and I throw that GHO right next to the wall, it's going to do splash damage through the wall, and it might even kill them if they're injured. So that's why I love GHOs. Another big thing that will help in this game is find friends. Don't play this game alone. That would be so boring. This game is a totally different game whenever you have people to play with. Make your own Discord and just start inviting people to it. That's what I did. I have a Discord channel where I just invited a bunch of people to it. Once I play with them and I know that they're a decent player, I just invite them, say, hey, join the Discord, and then, every day I usually see them on. If they're not busy or full stacked, I'll invite them. We play together, because playing this game when you have a bunch of people on, it's so different. You play such a different way. If you're in a 4-stack, you can actually go pretty looted. You can trust each other. You can fight teams. You can do that. If you're solo in this game, you're gonna get destroyed most of the time. I'm just being honest with you. That's just how it is. There's no other way around it. It's a hardcore niche game. Unless you're just a straight demon, you're not gonna go into solo into Forbidden TV Station and kill full teams. It's just not realistic. You might do it every once in a while, but you're not gonna make money off of it. I promise you. Last thing I'll talk about real quick is rank. Don't chase rank in this game. It's kind of silly. You're gonna rank up while you play the game. This is probably the easiest game ever to make rank in, so don't even worry about it. All the way from rookie till ace, you're gonna be able to just shoot scavs to get rank, so that's pretty easy. And then from ace to legend, you're gonna have to play lockdown and above, and you're gonna have to actually kill operators. That's where it gets a little bit more difficult, but it's still not that difficult, trust me. And then at the end of every season, they're going to do a season sprint, which is double XP for rank. And you're going to hit legend in like a day or two whenever that starts, because it's just so fast. That's basically it. You don't even get anything for being a legend in this game except for the little tag that says you're a legend. So it's not worth it. Just play the game and have fun. Most legends aren't even that good at this game, so don't worry about the rank at all. And later in the future, if they add some cool stuff for getting the rank, sure, grind it out. But if not, don't worry about it. Just have fun. Hopefully that was helpful. I know this is more for brand new players. If you're a brand new player, you might have learned a little bit. If you've been playing this game for a while, probably didn't learn too much from this video. Just kind of a guide on how to be a little bit more efficient and use some better things, better items, and how some of the systems work in the game. And that's it. If you guys ever have any questions, just comment, ask me the question. I'll answer pretty quick. And yeah.